mind.
Where we go, all of a sudden, he decides to get him mounts back. It's weird, they don't really explain much about how they became partners. It just seems like they didn't bother coming up with an excuse. I need some sword bionic course. I have a sword bionic course. Sweet, you want to power up? Sure. Want to have to get on your back? Sure. Okay. Now, before we take the main quest, we're going to take this little side path over here. I take every single side path. You know what, boy, like, I 100% these games, because there's a couple different unlockables you need to get. You have to play a game through multiple times, actually, and they let you. And, I didn't get a gun yet, damn. Whatever. We're just gonna go through, yeah, patrolling the ranch. This game is basically a starting point. This is the exposition sort of one. This game's definitely not the best of the first three. Like, it's basically just setting up the characters. There's not much to them. Trying to develop them. And John is just the bounty hunter, and then his son Jack, who we'll see later, takes on after him, after his father, and who's like a technician. And he's like a technician, and then out of nowhere, he just became an air pilot, an air frontier commando. In the second and third games, I have no real memory of the future games, PS3 ones, but
to your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
The repair carbine, that's a good weapon.
I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
Basically, it's sort of a repeater that can just shoot out multiple rounds for reloading.
This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
And
now, where'd you get
it's
such
just,
an idea?
First impressions are hard
well,
to
we just
erase.
over here and just follow Bunny.
That's
See,
the train station. Things sure have changed
and then
since the line finally
we just
got
go after. No. This game's double jump sucks ass. Gives you no extra height. See, look, no extra height. How can that happen? Double jump needs to add extra height. It's just one of the unwritten rules of gaming. Why would it be a written rule? Who the hell knows? Come up here, and there. It's following Bonnie. Come around, hitch up the horses,
That's
and
the
go
barn
inside.
over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
Okay, now I have an Easter egg about the plumber. It's the plumber. I have an Easter egg about the plumber, which I'll share after this. Okay, let's see. Is this it?
Well, are we going in?
Let's go. Let's make sure we have enough. Let's go, plumber. Okay, I'll share my Easter egg about after this cutscene.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marshall?
$1 down
Thank you, ma'am.
the toilet,
shot
down the
that
drain.
horse seems
Can't be
to
getting
take
that
out of you.
repair carbine anytime soon.
I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Ready, Mr.
And
Marston? Let's mount up and patrol the range.
Game part. Yeah, he's basically like the Tony Hawk of this game, except he's super hippie. It's actually kind of a scary cap wimp too. Like, I don't really like him for it. As apparently there's a pretty big fan base still behind him. Like, I was pretty surprised. I don't like him.
Let's go.
Now,
Keep your eyes
the
open
Easter egg
and
about the
try not
plumber.
to get yourself
Amazing!
shot.
I found out the janitor from Scrubs is actually a voice actor of Plumber. which is pretty amazing. Like, if you actually watch that cutscene again with the plumber, and if you listen to Jared first and then watch that cutscene,
Well, with your trigger itch
and just
last
picture
feminine
Jared as the
intuition,
plumber,
we should make quite a
you can
team.
definitely see that, because it was amazing. I found out because the janitor is like one of the best characters on the show. Definitely one of my favorites. And if you haven't ever watched Scrubs, you have like,
Damn it, these
I don't know how many
rabbits
types of
are at it
problems
again.
you have, but
Come
Scrubs is
on,
like one of
let's
the
get rid of them
greatest
rabbits
shows ever.
all. Get your
Now that that's
ass
dead,
down.
because I think they finally did a finale. It's just one sitting there watching TV.
Better shoot rabbits and outlaws, I see.
You know, all the good TV shows, like
Looks like
all
we'll
the
be having rabbit stew tomorrow.
good TV shows are on as of a couple months ago. Were the only ones that were out for more than 2 years. All new TV shows suck horribly.
We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go.
Now, when I was playing through this before, I was doing my run when I went to LP's game. Like I said, I went to LP a couple weeks ago, about a month ago
If it's
maybe.
not the rustlers
While I was
stealing
playing,
our
I was
cattle, it's the rabbits
just
stealing
thinking,
our
man,
crops.
this is just so awesome. Like, I have to do this game, because I just have to do the game anyway, because it's just that awesome.
Maybe you should move to a big
Even that
city.
said, I still
Become
beat
a
the
lady
game in
of
like 3
leisure.
days, so
Damn
don't makes
coyotes,
these games so
get back.
addicting, they
We
just
can't
are.
afford to lose any more livestock. Kill 'em, Mr.
Now, if you come from playing one of the early all-world
Hurry,
games
I
to
think
this,
we're going
like,
straight for the chickens.
if you come from playing one of the early all-world games to this, you definitely get a cool sort of all-world feel. I know, shut up. I know how to use Dead Eye, I don't want to. I wonder how long it helped us to actually go and help me. I know at one point I end up knowing so much about the game it becomes useless.
Whoa there.
But if you come from playing one of the early all-worlds to this, you definitely get a cool sort of all-world feel. This game isn't exactly one of them, but definitely shows that this world isn't exactly one of them. There are some other worlds. This one's not, that do get a feel. This one's not one of them, but
No, you can actually handle a rifle.
not exactly one of
Something I've
them.
had a
But
little
definitely shows
experience
all-world
in.
Rockstar knows
Maybe Bill
how to use their
Williamson
colorful
did
side.
get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're
Yeah,
a
and this is
useful
just
man
the
to have
thing.
around
This is
the
where we
ranch,
get
that's for sure. But
our
don't think I've forgotten
headquarters.
what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life.